now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region. I'm Dan Hardenbrook, and this is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. In your latest local news, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center inviting the community to a blood drive taking place next week. The HNJH Community Blood Drive will take place on Monday, that's November 24th, from 1:30 until 5:30. Blood drive will take place at 502 West Harry Street. Walk-ins are welcome. If you need a scheduled appointment time or want more information, you can call 906-293-9200. Community blood drives like the one taking place next week help Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and the UP Regional Blood Center stay up to date with stocks of blood that can help save a life when donated. Save a life and give blood at the Community Blood Drive Monday, November 24th, 1:30 until 5:30 at 502 West Harry Street. The start of the firearm hunting deer season was a successful one for several local residents. Part of the 22nd annual community buck poll hosted by the American Legion Post 74. The early hunters who struck first had a chance to celebrate this past weekend. Opening day was last Saturday, November 15th, and prizes were awarded as 8 deer in total ended up hanging from the buck pole. Prizes included winners taking home local donations. Mary Blakely's buck, a Spikehorn, was the first on the pole, arriving at 8:15 a.m. Age 12, Daniel Rahali was the youngest hunter to have a buck displayed on the buck pole. He brought in a 6-point. Dale Hardy was the oldest hunter at 76 after bagging an 8-point. Wayne Flatt Jr. of Engadine had the heaviest deer, which weighed 181.5 pounds. David Zeller had the bragging rights for the deer with the largest rack, an 8-point with a 19-inch spread. Other hunters bringing in a buck included John Nolan with an 8-point, Heidi Tokar with a 4-point, Gavin Nutkins with a 10. A hunter's chicken dinner was also prepared by members of the Legion Auxiliary and was served in the James Lone Hall. You can get more information and check out pictures from the buck pole in the most recent edition of the Newberry News. The annual Curtis Aglow Craft Show will return coming up during the holiday weekend, Saturday, November 29th. The event will take place at the Erickson Center for the Arts in Curtis. It runs from 10 until 3 that day. The Curtis Aglow Craft Show features one-of-a-kind homemade items you can't find anywhere else. It's a perfect way to get a jump start on your holiday shopping. It'll feature the 906 Candy Company, Mushroom Mercantile, Simply Soap by Olivia, and other amazing crafters, baked goods, and more. You can still get vendor space if you want to display your items. Contact Brenda Browning at 906-286-9466. Mark your calendars, coming out Saturday, November 29th for the Curtis Aglow Craft Show. Michigan veterans will soon reap the benefits from expanded housing and health service options. According to the U.S. Senator Gary Peters' office, a member of the Appropriations Committee, Peters secured investments for the Selfridge Air National Guard Base and Michigan's veterans as part of recent bipartisan legislation. Peters has set a goal to support new missions and secured the $10 million funding for expanding the runway infrastructure at the Selfridge Air National Guard Base. Also, he's promising to continue fulfilling obligations to our nation's veterans. The new bill includes $275 million for the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs as part of their Veterans Home Construction Grant Program. That allows states to make critical facility upgrades or construct new facilities to serve aging veteran populations at state-operated facilities. The VA electronic health record system will also be modernized as part of a $3.4 billion package, and expanded veteran apprenticeship opportunities will also be established. Time now to check in with sports. The Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association has released its 2025 All-U.P 8-player football teams. Multiple Newberry Indians landing on the list. Leading the local selections was Newberry senior Garrett Lewicki, was selected to the UPSSA's All-U.P Dream Team on the defensive side of the ball. Lewicki also earned top honors as a Defensive Player of the Year for the entire Upper Peninsula. Joining Lewicki on this year's All-U.P teams for 8-player football, first team All-U.P selection at defensive back was senior captain Caden Kellogg, and as an honorable mention on the defensive line, junior Logan Lusk. You can see the full All-U.P 8-player football teams by checking out the M123 FM and the UP Sports Network Facebook pages. 7th-ranked Michigan rolled past Middle Tennessee State at home last night, winning 86-61. The Wolverines had a strong, balanced attack, but it was Axel Lendenberg leading the way. He had 25 points and 12 rebounds. Elliot Cadu added 10 points in the victory. Ade Mara with 10 off the bench. Wolverines are off to a 4-0 start, 2-0 at Chrysler Arena this season. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today: 50% chance of showers, cloudy, a high in the mid-40s, south winds 5 to 10. For your Friday, slight chance of showers, partly sunny in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Early outlook for the weekend: partly sunny, highs in the low 40s. And on your Sunday, chance of showers, partly sunny, highs in the upper 40s. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. Have a great day. This is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.
Covering stories that interest the community, readers have come to depend on the Newberry News. Subscribe to the digital edition for early Wednesday morning access, or get the print edition delivered to your doorstep. The Newberry News, your news and information leader.